This is brought to you by Valet Maids Dallas, your Dallas cleaning service. Use code SAVE30 for $30 off your first home cleaning at valetmaids.com. Remember to like our video, subscribe to our channel, and turn on notifications. Hi there, I hope everyone's having a great day. Dallas has a wide variety of museums that every resident and visitor must take the opportunity to explore. Here are the top 5. Number 5, the Nasher Sculpture Center. The Nasher is just across the street from the Dallas Museum of Art, right in the middle of the Arts District. Basically, Raymond and Patsy Nasher donated their personal collection to create this museum, and it happens to be one of the most stunning collections of modern and contemporary sculpture in the world. It contains over 300 masterworks by Picasso, Rodin, and dozens of other world-renowned artists. The museum is not only fabulous, it's a beautiful space. The founders of the museum wanted the museum to feel natural and open, so there are pieces scattered around the immaculate gardens as well as inside. Exhibits change 2 to 3 times per year and touch on drawing, photography, installation, and architecture, but all with a sculpture lens. It's definitely worth a visit. Number 4, the Perot Museum of Nature and Science. The first thing you will probably notice about the Perot Museum is the eye-popping architecture. Designed by famed architect Thom Mayne, the building features a 54-foot continuous flow escalator contained in a glass-encased tube-like structure. It's actually pretty cool to look at. The genesis of the museum is a merger of 3 museums back in 2006. So they merged the Dallas Museum of Natural History, the Science Place, and the Dallas Children's Museum. Later, in 2008, the 5 children of Ross Perot donated $50 million as a gift to create this museum. Ground broke in 2009, and the museum you see today opened in December of 2012. Inside, the museum's 5 floors house 11 permanent exhibits, where visitors can go on an interactive adventure, study ancient animal bones, peruse gems and minerals, and play around in a 3D animation lab. You can also experience a simulated earthquake, construct your own bird and then fly it with 3D glasses, and feed terrarium animals. Needless to say, it covers a lot and will entertain both kids and adults. Number 3, Dallas Holocaust and Human Rights Museum. In 1984, a group of 100 local Holocaust survivors founded the Dallas Holocaust Museum. Ever since, the museum's goal has been to educate visitors on genocide and to promote human rights. There are 3 permanent exhibits, one focused on the Holocaust, another on human rights and the years following the Holocaust, and the third is about how we deal with those issues in America today. Highlights include artifacts such as Nazi propaganda posters and Holocaust survivor suitcases and belongings. The current facility opened in September 2019 and sits between the West End and Victory Park. It brings to life the tragic history and consequences of the Holocaust, other genocides, and our own country's journey for civil and human rights. It's also one of the only 2 museums in the world that offers Dimensions in Testimony, where visitors can interact with holographic images of Holocaust survivors. Number 2, the 6th Floor Museum at Dealey Plaza. This museum is located inside the former Texas School Book Depository building, the spot where Lee Harvey Oswald shot JFK, if you choose to believe that. The museum outlines the political climate of the 1960s and culminates with the assassination of President John F. Kennedy on November 22, 1963. The permanent exhibit includes news reports, photos, and footage, and you can also stand in the sniper's perch. Now, from that perch, you can see it's basically impossible without breaking the laws of physics for one person to have acted alone, but you have to go to see it for yourself. If you love exploring history and a little conspiracy theory, this museum is great for you. Number 1, the Dallas Museum of Art. The DMA is one of the country's largest art museums, housing more than 24,000 pieces of art that span continents, mediums, and centuries. The museum includes exhibits of African, American, Mediterranean, Asian, contemporary, and European art. The DMA is particularly strong in European art from the 19th and 20th centuries, as well as decorative art and design. The temporary exhibits that visit the museum range from site-specific contemporary installations to curations from the museum's own collection. Apart from their permanent global collection, which includes works from Pollock, O'Keeffe, Monet, and Van Gogh, the museum has tons of weekly activities and events, holding regular lectures, dramatic and dance presentations, concerts, and more. The DMA has long been the best museum in the city, and every visitor and resident should definitely check it out. Do you think I missed anything on my list? Any of your favorite museums? If so, let me know down in the comments. Bye! This is brought to you by Valet Maids Dallas, your Dallas cleaning service. Use code SAVE30 for $30 off your first home cleaning at valetmaids.com. Remember to like our video, subscribe to our channel, and turn on notifications.